So some people were asking me, man of God, what do you have to say concerning abortion? Well, the only thing I have to say concerning abortion is that it's a sin, it's against God, it's against humanity, and it's certainly against everything that is normal. You cannot kill people and think it's a right. In fact, abortion is murder. I know the society we live in today is very twisted, and we live in a morally degenerated society. But the truth of the matter is, abortion is a sin. Abortion is the same as murder. So to everyone hearing me, um, and to whoever asks me this question, I'm answering it publicly. Abortion is not a thing to be proud of. Abortion is something to be ashamed of. Because you know what happens when you commit abortion? You kill. Yes, that's what abortion means. To kill an unborn child in the womb. Now let's come to terms. Let's think about these things. Abortion is evil. You know why? Because you are taking a life you did not create. The fact that the child is in your womb does not mean you own the child. That child is made in the image and likeness of God. That child is a human being, whether born or unborn. Life begins at conception. Even science will agree. So once you are conceived, once a child is conceived in your womb, that child is perfectly human. And killing that child is killing a full human being. Because that's the beginning of every human life. Killing people is not something to be proud of, it's something to be ashamed of. It's something that every decent society should kick against. Abortion is not something to be celebrated, neither is it something for people to even support in any way. Anyone that supports abortion, whether a preacher, whether any government, whether any person or any institution that supports abortion is supporting murder. Yes. That's why I believe abortionists, people who commit abortions, will go to hell. They will go to hell because you are killers. Exodus chapter 20 verse 17 says, "Thou shalt not kill." Killing an unborn child is the same. The crime of abortion holds the same weight as killing a full-grown human being. Because anyhow you are killing a person. And let me tell you something about abortion most people don't know. You are not just removing babies from your womb. You are killing destinies. You are destroying glorious futures. You are robbing yourself of virtue. You are robbing the world of a destiny. No one knows what that child would have been in future. No one knows. The children you are going to throw away, who knows who they will be? There are many governors, many presidents, many pastors, many authors, many scriptwriters, many inventors that we don't know today, that don't exist today because their mothers aborted them while they were in the womb. We don't know who they are. Their destinies are lost. So when you commit abortion, you are not just destroying a life, you are destroying a future, and you are robbing the whole world of a blessing, the blessing of life, because no one knows the destiny that child has come to fulfill. I'm telling you the truth. Whenever you kill a child, you rob the world of a blessing, because God puts his blessings in men. You see, and everyone is born with a unique plan for his life. You see that? And when you kill those people, their spirits just return back to God. But you stand as a murderer, and you go to hell for murder if you do not genuinely repent. Well, you may call it birth control, you may call it parental control, or whatever name you choose to brand it. Let me give you a better way to control birth. Let me give you a better parental or birth control advice. Don't get pregnant if you are not ready for a child. Abstain from sex if you are not ready for a child. Close your legs instead of killing people. It's rather you abstain and you are chaste than to be a prostitute and kill babies. Because for any soul you kill, the blood is upon your own head. And anyone that supports it shares in the iniquity of murder. That's all I have to say concerning abortion. It is sinful, it is evil, it is morally degrading, it should not be encouraged, it should not be supported, it should be kicked against, it should be hated, because God hates murder. Jeremiah chapter 1, God says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and I ordained you a prophet. Imagine if Jeremiah's mother aborted him in the womb. Probably Jeremiah would have gone, and all the exploits he made, we wouldn't have experienced them. Look at the Apostle Paul. Look at every great man and every great woman today. What would have happened if their parents aborted them? Look at great generals of the faith. Look at great inventors. Men like Ben Carson, the greatest black doctor that exists in the West. Look at other ministers of God. Look at inventors. Look at scholars, historians. Look at great men and women. If their parents aborted them while they were in their mother's womb, what would have happened? Look at Beethoven. Look at Beethoven, the founder of contemporary music. If his parents aborted him, means that we would have lost all the exploits he did. Look at men like Benson Idahosa, Billy Graham, Jimmy Swaggart. Look at those men. Chris Oyakhilome. If their parents aborted them, what would? So all the exploits, all the sick that were healed wouldn't have been healed. All the souls that they touched wouldn't have been touched. All the lives that they changed wouldn't have been changed, because they would have died. So abortion is evil, totally evil. If your parents aborted you when you were young, would you have been around today? I want you to think about this thing. If your parents aborted you when you were in their womb, would you have been around today? Look at the life you are living today. Look at the beautiful life you are living. Most of you women who kill children, if your parents aborted you when you were in your mother's womb, would you have been around today? Would you have been alive? Some of you are rich, you are hearing me, you are wealthy. If your parents aborted you, if your parents threw you away, threw you out, flushed you out, what would have become of you? So it's wickedness to flush unborn babies. Why not give birth to them? Take care of them. I know that maybe people are being pressured these days because maybe you got pregnant out of wedlock and your boyfriend abandoned you, so you want to get rid of the child. Why not take care of the child? No one knows who that child will be. No one knows who that child will be. No one knows. Abortion is both evil before God and harmful for human health. Abortion can kill. The body was not meant for fornication, neither was it meant for abortion. Every woman was meant to get pregnant and give birth to her child, nurture her child. Every man was supposed to get a woman pregnant, have his baby, and take care of his baby. All these issues about throwing children is evil. It's not just evil before God, it's detrimental to society. Even if they were not wealthy people, and let them give people a chance to live. Everyone has a fundamental human right. We have right to life, and that right starts from when you are in the womb. That right starts there. It does not start when you are born. It starts when you are in your mother's womb. Your right to be alive. Nobody deserves to be killed. No child is a clump of cells. They are full, living, breathing human beings. And people who commit abortion, let me give you one message. You are wicked. And if you do not repent, you will end up in hell. Now, I don't care your reaction, whether you will laugh at this or get angry at what I'm saying. I'm just telling you the truth before God whom I serve. Okay, just imagine if my mom has flushed me in the womb. Will you be hearing this message? No. Would you be hearing this message? See, that's why every person have to honor his or her parents. Honor them. It's the first commandment with a promise. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long. They respected you enough to keep you alive in the womb until you were born. Took care of you until where you are now. Even though they made mistakes, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is a prophet. Your parents are not perfect. Don't expect them to raise you perfectly. That was the first time they are parents. Listen, it's sinful. That's what I have to say. I don't care your reaction. I'm just telling you the truth before God. If you're an abortionist, repent genuinely and stop that prostitution. If you don't want to have a child, simple, abstain. If you don't want to have a kid, abstain. Abstain from it. Leave that boy alone. Leave that girl alone. If you don't want to be a father, stop disturbing her. Stop disturbing that boy. Cut off. That's a better parenting advice. That's a better birth control advice. Why get pregnant if you are not ready to have a baby? Why engage in the process of reproduction if you do not want the fruit of reproduction? You see the foolishness of sin, the absurdity of wickedness, and the fallacy of hypocrisy that has fooled our society. And now, even moral values that kept civilization alive is gradually eroding away, especially in the West, and it's even here in Africa. But that nonsense will not stand. Abortion is evil, and there's no how we can support it. It's sinful, and that's just the truth. Thank you.